The battle for freedom is far from over, but yet this is a day in a battle.
In the besieged polygamous town of Colorado City, Arizona, there was today what many perceive a little victory for freedom.
The town is making progress. Situation is really good in my estimation.
As dozens of community members gathered around a flagpole to commemorate perhaps the darkest and most infamous moment in the polygamous town long and colorful past.
It represents a scary time.
Literally tore us to pieces. It was the most traumatic experience we had ever had.
Tom and Joseph Jessup's father was one of many of the polygamous men arrested during the raid, a time of, quote, terror that proved to be a true turning point for the polygamists along the Utah-Arizona border as public sentiment ran overwhelmingly with the polygamist. As a result, Governor Pyle was drummed out of office, and after months of separation, the disrupted polygamous families were soon reunited. And today, this small memorial unveiled to commemorate the events 53 years ago, and of course coming at a time when the polygamous community is again under the gun. But the threat this time around, according to those assembled, coming not from the outside world but from within. The cruel leadership of Prophet Warren Jeffs, who many say has done more to disrupt polygamous families than Governor Pyle could have ever dreamed of, by exiling dozens of polygamous men, reassigning their wives, and taking away their children.
Warren Jeffs is symbol of all that's bad in the community. He's the one that has destroyed it.
It's torn families apart, and I know that most of the women that I know who are placed in other homes are absolutely miserable. They're unhappy. I stayed with my husband. I know I made the right choice.
3 years ago, a similar monument was erected here in Colorado City commemorating the 1953 raid. But within hours, that monument was torn down by the followers of Warren Jeffs. But now the monument is back in what many perceive to be an act of defiance against the fugitive prophet.
He has basically raided it. Since we're talking about the raid, he's responsible for the biggest raid of all, I think.
But now, in the very heart of Warren Jeffs' stronghold, more and more people standing up and speaking out, erecting monuments to their collective past, and hoping that with Warren Jeffs on the run and on the FBI's most wanted list, that the terror of today will soon recede into the pages of history.
Amen.